If you feel like you don't have the time, the energy, the drive to build a life that you love, it's likely because you're leaking power. I'm going to share 4 ways that I was doing this, and hopefully it's helpful in you identifying where it may be happening for you too. Hey, I'm Anna, and this is part 2 of my Path to Sovereignty series. Here on this channel, we explore how to redesign your life from the inside out through sovereignty, intuition, wealth, and aligned action. For a long time, I thought that I was tired because I was getting older, or this is just what life felt like. Heavy, flat, depleted, but I'm super stubborn, so I kept digging, and what I found shocked me. I had been leaking power in 4 very specific ways, and the moment I became aware of them and started to address them, the amount of energy, drive, and time that I got back was just incredible. The first way that I was leaking power was through people pleasing. We all know how easy it is to fall into this. Constantly adjusting yourself to manage how people feel about you, changing what you say, what you want, and how you show up. And all of this just to be liked and accepted or to make someone else's life easier. These adjustments may feel small in the moment, but every time you're morphing into someone that you're not, you are spending energy. Your energy. People pleasing is one of the biggest drains on your life force. Addressing this can actually make the difference between staying at work that you hate or building something that's aligned. Here's a journaling prompt that can help you identify if this is a power leak for you. Where in my life have I sacrificed my own needs, adjusted my personality, or changed what I wanted in order to please someone else? The second way that I was leaking power was through overworking to feel safe. Safety has been a huge theme for me. There was a lot of instability when I was young, and that taught me to grip onto anything that I can that gives the illusion of safety. So I overworked to try to be indispensable at my job. I overworked to try to develop as many skills as I could. I overworked to be someone that people wanted to be around because being wanted felt like safety. But all of that output left me burnt out with an inability to actually live my life. It left me with no capacity to create, to play, to have experiences that would feed my soul. Here's a journaling prompt to see if this is a power leak for you. Where in my life am I giving more than I have in order to feel like I belong, like I matter, like I'm safe? The third way that I was leaking power was through avoiding financial clarity. I did not want to look at my numbers. I did not want to look at my accounts. When I would even glance at them, I would get so triggered that I would avoid it at all costs. I thought that I was protecting myself by not looking, right? So I don't get triggered and then have to deal with all the emotions, but I was actually leaking an enormous amount of power. When something is running in the background unaddressed, it takes up space. It takes up space in your mind, in your body, in your energy. The only way to close the loop and actually preserve the energy that's being leaked is to face it. This is why I built a ritual around it so I can meet my money resource versus reactive. It became the foundation of my sacred money ritual. If you want support building your own, the link is in the description. Here's a journaling prompt to see if this is a power leak for you. In what ways does staying ambiguous about my financial state actually serve me? And here's the fourth way that I was leaking power. I was holding on to outdated identities. Here's a simple example. Every time I would start a health journey, I would begin to evolve into someone that prioritizes moving their body, making better choices. But my friends knew a different version of me. I was the fun one, the one that you eat everything with, the one you stay out late with. And when they would reach out, instead of honoring the version of me who I was becoming, I would slip back into the old identities just to keep the peace, just to stay familiar with them. And it cost me every single time. It drained my power and it honestly took a toll on my body. The version of you that you keep abandoning just to keep other people comfortable, she is where your power lives. Here's a journaling prompt to see if this is one of your power leaks. How is holding on to my old self keeping me safe? If I let go and trusted, what new identity would emerge? If any of these resonated with you, I see you, you're not alone, and I'm actually really excited for you. Addressing your power leaks will honestly give you back so much energy, creativity, drive, and your capacity to redesign your life in a way that aligns with what you value and your worth. That's what sovereignty looks like in practice. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next video where I'm going to be talking about what reinventing yourself actually is, and it's probably not what you think.